How you doing, everybody? My name is Brian, and today we're looking at IPOE SoFi. So if you haven't bought SoFi IPOE yet, man, I don't know what you waited for, but I remember 2 weeks ago when I talked about IPOE in this channel. I think it was around 17, and we talked about what could have, what was going to happen. And since then, we have seen a run up, and you may be looking at it on my screen right now. But we have been running up from 17 all the way. I think today's high was around 21.78. So very exciting. In about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In about 5 days, we're supposed to switch from IPOE to SoFi, the ticker symbol. So I believe this run up, as it was expected already, is because of this. Now I want to talk to you about what I think could happen in the next few days, which are very important with the price here. And if you're still trying to get in, and whether or not I believe, it could still keep running up. Now, what you're looking at in my screen is pretty much a pattern that I noticed on IPOE coming all the way down from 15 to, I think right now, which, is around 20 right now. So in my video, I had talked to you about 20 being a level where if we break 20, right? And I'm gonna zoom in right here. If we break 20 and we stay above 20, I said this right here, 20, is the breakup level. So if we were to break 20 and stay above 20, then we could run up all the way to, I don't know, 25, 26, whatever. Thankfully, I was looking at the price action today, and around, I think 350 or something, we were around 20 and just fighting to stay above 20. And I was like, we need to close above 20 if we want to see something happen. And thankfully enough, it closed above 20, so I feel very bullish on IPOE right now. And although it's at 20 and it came down from 21.72, it is still within the pattern, so it makes sense. So it's another belief of, it's another reinforcement of what I already believe. So let's talk about what could happen. All right, so we came all the way up from 15, 14 to 21, close to 22. Now, as you can see, my levels right now, what I think is going to happen is, obviously IPOE, if the momentum keeps going up, and if we don't drop below 20, if we don't drop below 20 and the momentum keeps going up, I truly believe that IPOE will go all the way up to 25. It will test 25, but in the way, and I'm talking about these two purple lines right here. I noticed these two levels here as resistances and could possibly become support. But here I have a resistance around 22 and another one around 24. Is this thing still recording? Yep. So 22 and 24, and then obviously 25. But if you see right here, what I think will happen tomorrow on the 26th, I believe we could hit 22 again, retest 22, and maybe past 22, right? Just a little bit. But if you see the pattern that I have here, the two red lines confirm that we're right now at support for the pattern, and we're also around support for this level that I have right here. So I have determined my support based on this pattern and based on my support lines, which were looked at differently. These two methods are different from each other. So both of them are confirming the same thing, that the strong support right now is at 20, and then we needed to stay above 20. That's why I love technical analysis. Okay, so now I believe that you see this resistance lines around 22, and then also the pattern for tomorrow lays around 22. That's what I think may happen tomorrow. I don't think we're gonna drop below 20. If we do, and if we drop below 20, or if we stay flat around 20, then I would be a little worried. Not that much, at least for tomorrow, but I really want to see us go and at least stay around 21, 22. Now, why is this happening? Obviously, like I said, IPOE is going to turn into SoFi in about a few days. So when is this happening? It's happening in the first of the month. June 1st, right here. Look at where my pattern ends. Look at where it ends in June 1st, the red line, around 25 bucks. Look at where my resistance and my prediction ends, right here, 25. It intersects right there. If it happens, that means the technical analysis wins, and yeah, and then we're all gonna make good money if you're already in IPOE. Now, I would say if you're not in IPOE and you're trying to get in, obviously not the best time, but I wouldn't say no to you because I feel like it's okay. Although we're all the way up here, I would start off with just a little bit, maybe 20% of my position. And then if I see a continuation of the momentum, I would add for the long run. But really right now, you know, actually I started adding IPOE when it was at 19. You know, obviously I lowered my average all the way down to 16. So I'm up like 30% right now, beautifully. But so I thought that 19 was a steal. So, you know, I would say don't worry about adding here. You could start adding, and if it starts dropping, don't add no more and wait until my next video or until you feel like it has found some bottom. Personally, I don't think it's gonna drop below 20, personally. If it does, then I don't care. I'm a long-term investor, but I would love to see it past 25 and just keep going to its rightful place, which I believe will be pretty high. Now, my last video, I predicted this, you know what I'm saying? I predicted this, I said it was gonna go up. I said it was gonna bounce off of 16.5 and then continue a run up. And I said it's not gonna be drastic, it's gonna be pretty, what do you call it, consistent. Like I said, IPOE, there was no, like everybody knew this was gonna happen. So I know most of you probably didn't doubt IPOE, which is nice, but for the people that did, you know, it happens. But for the lucky ones, you and me, we're celebrating tonight, and hopefully, you know, we're gonna become rich. Now, one thing I would like to say to make this video, I guess, resourceful for you, this is what I think is going to happen once we reach a peak right now. I didn't sell my shares up here because I'm waiting for the big fish. Now, what could happen? Like I said, we could reach 25. If something crazy happens and we keep going, 28 is an ultimate resistance. Very strong, right? Now, I don't think that's gonna happen. Most likely, if we keep going with this trend, we're gonna hit 25, drop a little bit, maybe to 24 or 22 again, and then we're gonna start going sideways, building momentum for the next leg up, right? I don't think we're gonna see low levels again because it would make no sense. But I believe we're gonna hit a high, a peak, and then we're gonna drop, and then we're gonna consolidate for a few weeks or days. My plan, personally, I'm going to wait for that peak, and then once I see that it's dropping somehow, based on this, like if it hits 25, I'm gonna take a look at it. I'm gonna be looking at it. If it hits 28, for some reason, I'm gonna be looking at it. Then I'm gonna sell my shares and I'm gonna re-enter at a lower price. Now, obviously, if you're playing with big money, you probably don't wanna do that because of taxes or whatever, but I'm not, so I might do it and then re-enter at a lower price. That's just how it is, nothing personal. I love SoFi. I still want my shares. I just wanna make a little profit. But look, I haven't done that yet because I know it can keep going up based on this trend. So I just wanted to kind of make this video for today. I'm sure you guys know pretty much everything I said, and you know, a lot of you probably have more experience than me. But I just want to share my excitement for what's happening right now, because we haven't had a lot of wins in a long time, and by we I mean me, because I've been getting rocked from left to right. But I made a couple good decisions. Like I bought NEO around 30. I think I keep talking about that on Twitter. I bought around 30 and I'm selling around 40. So $10 per share there. That is beautiful. So, all right. Yes. So that was my video on IPOE. Like I said, very excited for IPOE. Also, SoFi gave me 50 bucks in Bitcoin. I won one of the prizes that they're doing some contests and stuff. on, well, not contest, but if you share, you know, sweepstakes on their Twitter account. So I would suggest you follow them on Twitter. They're doing a lot of stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. All right, you guys have a beautiful day and good luck with the rest of your trading week. Hopefully I see you pretty soon in another video. If you'd like to be friends, subscribe to the channel, I guess, and then that's how we're gonna become friends. All right, you have a good night.